Hi, everyone, and welcome into this week's Keys to the Crown presented by Crown Royal. I'm Daniel Sallerson, and here we are to help you set your fantasy lineup for week number 3. And helping you out today is Cynthia Frelund, NFL Network analytics expert. And Cynthia, we have to start with Sunday Night Football, a big game for the New Orleans Saints as they will host the Green Bay Packers. Give me someone to start, give me someone to sit, and maybe someone that could be a little bit of a sleeper that could be very impactful for people's fantasy lineups this week.
Okay, so obviously with Michael Thomas potentially not playing and banged up, you're going to look at Traequan Smith and you're going to slide him right into your lineup because 17.2 yards per reception is ridiculous. That's going to get you fantasy points. And against this Green Bay Packers secondary, that's going to be a nice target for those deep passes. That's where they're vulnerable. I'm probably not going to be starting anyone other than Aaron Jones in terms of anyone on the Packers running back committee. Obviously, there's a few that could be some sleepers in other formats like daily, but I'm not touching any of them because the Saints don't allow any rushing yards, no 100-yard rushers. The streak is 40 games. That's the longest active in the NFL. The next closest, 13 games. That's a ridiculous number. Stay away from that. And then a sleeper, because the position is not so deep, Jared Cook might not be so sleepy this particular game, but you're going to want to go ahead and start him, and especially in daily formats, he is going to be an awesome pick this weekend.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the running backs. Unfortunately, a lot of running backs went down in week 2. So I'm assuming the waiver wire is going to be heavy with running backs. Who would you advise to pick up on the waiver wire this week?
I'm going with Jerick Mckinnon. So San Francisco, their entire team seems to be potentially on the injured list, injured reserve. There's a lot of injuries on that team. So Jerick McKinnon could be a great option with Raheem Mostert probably not playing and also a little banged up, if not a lot banged up. So Jerick McKinnon's going to be a good option, especially because their starting quarterback, he's not particularly healthy. So the run game favors that situation, especially against the Giants, who have vulnerabilities against the run.
As a Georgia Southern alum, I'm all about Jerick McKinnon as far as a waiver wire pickup this week. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. I know the San Francisco 49ers lost a couple key pieces this week to injuries as well. Is there a defense out there that may help some folks this week?
Go get the Arizona Cardinals. Buy all of the shares of the Arizona Cardinals. Chandler Jones is going to make your life really happy. They're playing the Detroit Lions. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. The Lions have been very susceptible to allowing defenses to score a lot of points. That's my nice way of saying that the Lions offense is very targetable for a waiver wire defense. So you're going to want to buy all those shares of the Arizona Cardinals.
All right, and tonight it's a battle of the Sunshine State for Thursday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll stick with the theme that we did for Sunday Night Football. Give me someone to start, give me someone to sit, and maybe a sleeper to keep an eye out on.
Okay, so I'm absolutely starting Gardner Minshew. I think he's going to be a top quarterback for the entire week. I shouldn't have to tell you why, because he's just done nothing but have an amazing start to this season, right? So the entire time, I don't know, this defense is super targetable, especially with their injuries. So I don't have to explain my Gardner Minshew pick there too much. I think I'm not going to be starting anyone on the Miami running back committee. I don't want anything to do with any of the confusing things that they have going on there. Matt Breida is droppable in many formats, and then Jordan Howard, I don't know what to make of that, so I'm staying away from that situation completely. And then one sleeper, if you haven't heard of him, Leviska Chennault, who's a rookie. He comes out of Colorado. He's kind of used like this Swiss Army knife, so sometimes they use him in running situations. He's a great yards after the catch type of guy, and against this defense, it's going to be a lot of fun to see what this rookie can do.
That's NFL Network analytics expert Cynthia Frelund, and those are your keys to the crown presented by Crown Royal.